So, I wish him the best at the coach thing. He always was a ball player, so it's second nature to him. So maybe that's, where he's supposed to be.
Master P just shook the industry with a move nobody saw coming. The same man who built a $480 million legacy from scratch, sold 100 million plus records, and then lost it all to bankruptcy, just stepped back into the spotlight. Most of us assumed his retirement was peace, a chance to finally breathe. But his latest interview? It reveals a whole different picture. A rebuild, and a fire that never died. Back in the late 90s, right before Y2K hit, Master P sat on top of a kingdom. No Limit wasn't just a label. It was a machine, albums dropping non-stop, gold tanks rolling through the culture. But behind the plaques and power, the foundation was cracking. The same aggressive release strategy that made No Limit unstoppable eventually oversaturated the game. Fans were confused. 1 minute P was retiring. Next minute he was back. People didn't know whether to hold on or let go. Then came the legal smoke. Artists left, lawsuits stacked, energy shifted. And by 2003, No Limit Records filed bankruptcy, a heartbreak considering it had been one of the strongest labels in music just 5 years earlier. But the business collapse was nothing compared to the emotional scars life was waiting to deliver. His brother Kevin's murder in 1990 was only the beginning. Then his brother C murder was locked up in 2002. P still fight to this day for his release. Imagine succeeding at a level most can't dream of, while your own blood is behind bars. That weight never leaves. Then in May 2022, tragedy landed again. P.S. daughter Tatiana Miller, just 29 years old, lost a battle with addiction. He didn't run from the pain. He faced it publicly, turning tragedy into advocacy. Mental illness and addiction are real, he said, pushing conversations most people avoid. His marriage eventually crumbled too. 24 years together, gone. He later admitted he hid the problem for years, keeping up the image fame demands. And then came the quiet tension hovering for decades. Master P versus Birdman and Cash Money. Not diss tracks, not studio shots. This was deep, street deep. Two kings from New Orleans. Two projects. Two empires. Third Ward versus Magnolia. Birdman once claimed Master P blocked Cash Money from getting signed to Priority. P denied sabotage, calling it competition. Years passed. Stories spread. Loyalty lines hardened. Then October 25th, 2025 happened. Cash Money vs. No Limit. Versus. Snoop beside P, Juvenile beside Mia X. Fans thought reconciliation was happening live on stage. Until Birdman broke into a rant about loyalty, staring straight across the stage like a silent history lesson.
Gotta give it to Birdman. He started that stunt. You know I started that stunt. Well, guess what? I was uptown too, and I started that.
That was when Master P returned fire. No yelling. No chaos. Just a calm, heavyweight OG response. The moment he'd held on to for years.
It was the perfect
Bro,
yeah.
Like right there watching y'all, and I heard him, and then when you came out after the song ended and said it, I thought to myself, because I could see the crowd go bout it. It went crazy.
Afterward, he spoke with poise. No bitterness. Just perspective earned through war, loss, money, fame, and survival.
Birdman remind me of like one of my uncles that they just gonna say whatever. That's just a New Orleans thing. So I ain't gonna take it, but I'm like, bro, I've been out here already. You know what I'm saying? You started that, or the name of that stunting, but me for as body, this is what I started. And I, we come from that. We come from uptown, Third Ward, Cali, They come from the Magnolia, and that's.
Then came the moment that stunned everyone. Master P walked across that stage, extended his hand, and gave Birdman a DAP. Was it peace? Or just respect between two generals who survived the same battlefield? Social media thought otherwise, especially when Birdman left the stage fast. Lil Wayne didn't show. Contracts? Royalties? History? Nobody knows, but everyone noticed. Through bankruptcy, death, divorce, and rivalries, P never stopped evolving. Good Term Music in 2005. No Limit Forever in 2010. Acting, producing, coaching, real estate, business ventures stacking on top of business ventures. In 2013, he became the first hip-hop artist inducted into the Louisiana Music Hall of Fame. He grew beyond rap. He became an enterprise. Then July 6, 2025, the final curtain call. Essence Festival, New Orleans. His farewell performance. Not defeat, elevation. I'm growing to another level, he said. Young Bleed echoed what we all felt. This wasn't the end of Master P, just the end of a chapter.
Actually, I didn't know it till late. Yeah. At the end of the day, to each his own. Maybe he had a point to where, he felt like he did enough. And I remember this in the beginning, it's actually like the second retirement. I think he retired semi after the last done in the beginning. Yeah. And came back. So you never know what's going on with people personally and what's the reason for the season. Yeah. So, it is what it is. Salute P, I always did from the gate.
And that new chapter, coaching, leadership, legacy. In early 2025, Percy Miller became president of basketball operations and head coach of the University of New Orleans men's team. Full circle, from hoop dreams to running the court for real, he rebuilt the program. 13 new recruits, upgraded arenas, fresh branding, LSU integration. But more importantly, he became a mentor. Bible verses on the wall, life skills over highlight plays. His building men, not just athletes. Opening games drew Shaq, Bibby, celebrities, New Orleans legends. He invited Lil Wayne and J. Cole for potential performances to boost program shine. He even bought 4,000 middle schoolers tickets to plant seeds for future scholars. Some critics said he wasn't qualified. Supporters said vision degree. And in true Master P fashion, he dropped a surprise album the same night as the Cash Money Versus. Not a comeback, just a reminder. He never left. He simply moves when the culture needs him. Net worth in 2025, $200 million plus. From spices to property, wrestling ownership to entertainment investments, P built generational wealth his way. He influenced Nipsey, quality control, every independent hustler today. His blueprint became the business model of a generation. The No Limit Chronicles revived his story, ranked 28th on Bet's most influential rappers list. But numbers don't define him. Impact does. From Color P projects to global icon. From selling tapes from a trunk to rewriting the industry. From tragedy to leadership, from struggle to legacy, Master P didn't fall off. He evolved. He said it himself. If I made it out of where I came from, you can too. A real one. man built an empire from nothing and never stopped.